Hey guys, so I'm in Korea. I don't think you can tell, it looks like Tokyo to me. Still hasn't sunk in, but I arrived here last night and I'm heading to the pop-up store right now. And I think it's somewhere close by. So I'm gonna head over there. It's really cold, so I'm gonna get there as quick as I can. Here it is. The line looks pretty long. We'll see how long the wait is. I'm here, finally. Okay guys, so I'm back home now, as you can see. I wanted to do a little comparison with you guys of the Korean and the Japanese house of BTS. I wasn't able to do it while I was there because my schedule was kind of like jam-packed. I wasn't there for a very long time. So I just want to do it all now while I'm home and I have the time to kind of talk with you guys about it. I wasn't able to share a whole lot with you guys, but I did include a few bits of clips so you can kind of see what it was like. But if you want to see the pictures that I did take there, I will be putting them on Twitter. So if you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you follow me. But really, there was such a big difference. Like, I did post my Japan video already. It's not that great. Like, the Japanese one was really small and a bit disappointing. But to be honest, I really expected that because the location it was at, I knew there wasn't going to be a whole lot of space for it. So I pretty much expected that, which is why I also wanted to go to the Korea one, and I'm really glad I did. But the Korea one had so much stuff going on. It was so amazing. I spent hours there, a lot longer than I thought I would take there. But it's also like when you want to take pictures and stuff, you basically have to wait in line because there's so many people there. So it was a bit of an experience. I did go by myself because my friend couldn't come along. So I kind of just asked random people to help me take pictures, which was, I guess, totally fine. Everyone was just like, yeah, sure. And I just asked in English because I don't speak Korean. And what little Korean I do speak, I'm always really embarrassed to say it because I know my pronunciation is like way off from the proper pronunciation. So I get really shy and I tend to just speak English. So that was pretty cool. Everyone was really nice. And they don't take just like one or two pictures. They were literally like each taking like 10 pictures. So that was pretty cool too. And I'm not much of a poser, so I did try posing a bit. If I look awkward in the pictures when I do post them, you'll probably notice that I do look a bit awkward, yes. So hopefully they turned out pretty well. I'm satisfied with some of the pictures, but it was a really nice experience. I kind of made some friends there as well. Like standing in line, there was these two Japanese ladies in front of me. They actually needed some help too. They weren't sure if they needed like a ticket or something to get in, so they were trying to ask me, and they had it like translated on their phone into Korean. And then so they tried showing it to me, and I just kind of like looked at them, and then they looked at me and realized I was a foreigner, so they're like, oh. Then I realized they translated it from Japanese, so I started speaking to them in Japanese and was just like, oh, are you guys Japanese? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, oh my gosh, you speak Japanese? And then like we just kind of talked, and basically the whole time we're standing in line, we're talking about like events that we've gone to, what do we want to buy, who's our favorite, and like this and that. So it was really nice, like meeting some Japanese people there, making friends. I ended up exchanging lines with them, so like I could keep in contact with them if I ever wanted to. And they also helped me take some pictures, and I was kind of hoping to kind of travel with them the whole time. You know, we can help each other take pictures, but they took really long in the merch line. Like I think they were there for like an hour and a half or something. Like by the time I went up to the displays and it like took pictures and explored and stuff, and I came back down to like the first floor where you exit from, they were just coming up from the merch line. So I did kind of go without them, and I felt kind of bad, and I was kind of trying to look for them to kind of let them know like I'm heading up. But we did separate, and we did meet in the end, so that was nice. But the system for House of BTS in Korea is pretty interesting. It's a nice system. I like it. So you stand in line outside, unfortunately, in the very cold weather, because I think it was like minus 10 degrees Celsius or something like that. So it was cold. But once you get in, you know, you can kind of look at the merch and stuff, what's available. And from there, you decide what you want. You can check the paper that they give you, but you don't really have to. But it's a good way to kind of remind yourself what you want to get, because once you get to the register, you tell them what number you want. And then if you want more than one of that item, you can tell them like more than one. But if you just say the number, they'll just give you one. And then from there, you pay, and then you go upstairs, and then you pick up your items from upstairs. They have like a cafe, and then the merchandise pickup area, and stuff like that. And then you go up to the second and third floor, and then you have the displays and all that stuff. So it was a pretty nice system. And of course, the whole entire building was House of BTS. So that made it just that much better. There was just so much space. Even though it was crowded, like there was a little like excuse me's here and there, but for the most part, you can walk around pretty leisurely because there's all that space in there. But that's pretty much it. Like that's how the system worked. Again, it's pretty organized, but there was quite a bit of stuff already sold out, and I think they were sold out from previous days. Like those items are just completely gone, I believe. I was a bit worried I couldn't get some of the items I wanted. It turns out I didn't have anything to worry about, because even when I left, it was pretty much just the same item sold out. I don't think anything new sold out. Maybe the jackets that came out just the day before, which I really wanted that one like coat jacket, whatever it was. I think it was a coat. It was so nice, and it's like reversible. Inside is like wool or something like that. It's like really warm. And the outer side is, I think, like a raincoat-ish. I'm not sure the material. But it is reversible, and it was really cool. It was so soft. But it was like $220. Maybe a little less. Maybe like $210. But that's out of my budget, so I did not get it. Although it was really tempting. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I got. So before I get into the merch, when you stand in line, there's this one like turn point where they'll hand out this, and they have an English and a Korean version. I don't believe they have any other languages, because the Japanese ladies in front of me got an English one as well. So I believe that's the only two. But it's a map of the thing, the whole place, and then inside it's the merch. So lots and lots of stuff. Sadly, a lot of the earlier items aren't in here anymore, but I got the main things I did want. So I'm not too sad about it. I wish they had the masking tape, especially the ones for like the chibi items. Like that masking tape was so cute, but they didn't have it. They had it on display though, which made me really sad. But they have all this merch. And again, like, yeah, it's pretty big. But they give you that so you can look through while you're in line. Of course, you don't know what's sold out and whatnot. Then right before you enter to like go down to the basement level, they give you a little goodie bag package. And actually, this came along with that little menu one, which this one I'll get into a little bit. And then of course, advertising Bon Voyage. But for this one, it's so cute. And this one is actually like a stamp system, like an event they had going on. And basically it's like attendance check or like purchase products, purchase from the cafe and stuff like that. And you can try for bingos. And basically you can get one bingo just going one time. So that's what I did. One of them is just following Big Hit Merch, which I've been following them for a while. And then there's purchase products, attendance check, and buy something from the cafe. So I did all that. This one was just taking pictures with the displays. He didn't check, but I'm assuming he assumed that I took pictures, so he just stamped that, and I got a bingo. And with this one bingo, you get a postcard, which is this one. So it's really cool. Something simple. Probably not worth that extra purchase at the cafe since like I got a muffin for like $4. I know it was a small muffin, but it's still cute. It's a nice like souvenir kind of thing. Second bingo is Post-its, which the character is random. And then third bingo is photo card set. But in order to get second and third bingo, you need to go back several times because majority of these stamps are attendance check. So you have to go to the store at least 3 to 4 times in order to get 3 bingos. And I think every day they have different member bingos. Sadly, the day before I went, it was Jimin. I went with V, which V is still cute, but it would have been nice if I had Jimin. But anyway, they had this event going on as well, which is really cool. And then right before you walk into the door, they give you this. But it has a pencil and the slap bracelet. So this is like the best souvenir you can ever get. It's pretty good material, like it's a thick rubber, and it's free just for going into the pop-up store. You don't necessarily have to buy anything or whatever. And it, like I said, it's just a snap bracelet. You've probably seen it from BTS's video, but they do give it to every single person. As far as I know, they don't ever run out of them. Good souvenir just for going. And people who go multiple times, I'm sure has multiple of them. And finally, into the merch. One of the things I kind of had my eye on was the tattoo stamp, but I did go with the BTS logo, not the BTS one, just because I think the logo is cool. So BTS, and if you open it, so it looks like it is an inked one. So I just think that's so cool, and it's upside down. But anyway, I know it's upside down, but that's so cool. Cute little stamp. $9 though. And then if you've seen my Japanese pop-up store, you would know that I missed out on Jimin pin. So of course I had to get Jimin's one. So now I finally have his, luckily, because I know some of the keychains are sold out, including Jimin and Hobie's one. So I'm glad I got those from the Japanese pop-up store. But thankfully they still had the badges, the pins. Then I got the cutest thing ever. I debated about this one because it was $10 just for coasters. And they're those like papery ones, so if you actually use them, they're not going to last long. But I'm probably just going to decorate them. And I believe these items also just came out the day before I got there. So it was something different. It has all these coasters, some group ones, then each member. So it's super cute. And that's it. The members are all different colors. And then the group ones are all the same. But yes, that was cool. I actually didn't know it came with this many. Like, I knew it came with each member, but I didn't really notice the group ones. But it's a nice Christmassy one, so I'm going to try and see if I can decorate them for Christmas since I don't have any Christmas decorations. And the final item I got was the most difficult one. It's gonna be an interesting project, but at the same time, I did regret buying it just a bit because I had a really hard time bringing it back to Japan. But it's in this giant package. And I actually kind of wanted this from the Japanese one, but they didn't have it at the Japanese pop-up store. And I didn't know they were gonna be this big. like I kind of realized they were pretty big the day before and debated about it a bit. And then I saw it again at the pop-up store and then debated about it again because of how big they are, as you can see. But I have already opened them. So let me tell you what it is. It is a DIY paint kit. So let me get into the story of why I had trouble bringing this back. I only brought a small suitcase with me to Korea and it didn't fit this painting in it. So I brought it on as a carry-on, which kind of scared me a bit because it is a bit bigger than the usual carry-on size limit. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be allowed, but no one ever said anything and I brought it back with no problems. But because it is a paint set, I was a bit worried about the paints. So I opened them up and I took out the paint separately and I put these in my suitcase. So it has all the paints. There's actually 2 of these, but I'm just going to show you that. And then it has like all its like paint equipment and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I think this is the arm sleeve stuff so you don't get the paint on your sleeves. So let me open it and show you guys what it looks like. I have 2, Jimin's and Hobie's, but there's not really much to see, so I'm just going to show you one of them. I did also have these, so you can put some of the paints in here and then paint. I'm going to try my best to do all the same colors at the same time, just so I don't have to worry about like washing things out or like this and that. But this is what it looks like before the paint. And I don't have the most steady hand, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to turn out nice. But I'm going to try my best to do it. And I'll probably do it in a video if you guys want to see it in the video. But yeah, it's going to be quite a project. There is about 48 different colors, I believe, or maybe 40. I think it was 42. I see up to 42 on here. Looks like there's 44. So 44 different colors. This whole thing is going to be painted in the end, like including out here and everything. So we'll see. It's going to be quite a project. And I think I've done like these paint by the number things when I was younger. Like me, my mom, and my sister like worked together on it or something. I kind of vaguely remember something like that. But at the same time, I kind of don't remember because I was too young. But that's what I bought. And again, I have Jimin and Hobie. So for Hobie's one, I'm just going to show you the box. Which, of course, actually painting it, it will not look like this. Because this looks pretty much just like a photo that was used, like Photoshop, like the paint Photoshop is basically what this picture looks like. And they had examples at the pop-up store. And that one, I think someone actually painted, which looked about right. And it looked nice, but I know mine ain't gonna come out that nice. But that's it for the pop-up store. Again, a really big difference from the Japanese pop-up store, which is to be expected because Korea is the main one. And again, the location for the Japanese one was in a small like spot. So I knew it was gonna be really tiny. But that is all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the pop-up store itself or anything in general, leave a comment down below. And again, don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you want to see the pictures that I took at the store. But that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!